Good day, everyone. So now our topic for today it's all about central tendency and variability, or measures of central tendency and measures of variability. Okay, let me proceed to next slide. Here are our word search. Okay. Now, let's proceed to our learning objectives. So, number one, define and comprehend the concept of measures of central tendency and measures of variability. And number three, solve and compute the three measures of central tendency and measures of variability. And number three, interpret the result in solving the three measures of central tendency and measures of variability in grouped data and ungrouped data. Now, we have here the two types of data. So we have grouped data, and the other one is the ungrouped data. So for ungrouped, for group data, it is organized into a number of classes. So those are the data um, that has a sequence or a range. Okay, like for example, class in ages. No, there in data for ages. Okay, we have um 11 to 11 to 15, 16 to 21, or 16 to 20, then 21 to 25. So those are the data that has what we call it one has sequence, okay, or that has a pattern. Okay, now for ungrouped data, it is basically a list of numbers individually. So meaning to say, it is opposite to our group data, that for ungroup data, it has no, what do you call it one? It has no sequence or a pattern. Okay, now let's proceed to our topic number one, which is the measures of central tendency. So what is measures of central tendency? So it is defined as a summary measure describing a whole set of data with a single quantity that represents the middle or center of its distribution, or it is the statistical measure that identifies a single value as representative of an entire distribution. Okay, we have here the three measures of central tendency. The first one is our mean, the second one is our median, and the third one is our mode. Now, for mean, it is found by adding the values of It is found by adding the values of data and dividing by the total number of values. Now, for mean class, um, we can say no nga magamit siya sa example sa pagkuha nato sa toang general average sa toang tanang sa toang general average sa toang subjects, no? For example, you have 8 subjects. So sa kanang 8 subjects na kay mga corresponding grades ano, no? So let's say 84 or chu 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 84, 85, let's say 87, 88 or 89. Yeah. Human ana class i-divide siya kung pila ka book nga subject. Let's say you have 8 subjects. So i-divide mo siya og 8. So muna ay imuhang um, general average or our mean. Now, let's proceed to our median. Now, for our median, it is defined the midpoint of the data array. So, for median class, um, atong i-arrange no, atong data from least value, or yeah, for from least value to highest value. So, kung unsa gani ang tunga-tunga niya, so muna ang ato ang median. Now, for mode, it is a value that occurs most often in the data set. So meaning to say, for the mode, kung pila ka buok na nabalik-balik na data, for example, si 24, nibalik siya og kalima. So meaning to say, ato ang mode kay si 24 kay because siya may pinakadaghan nga nagbalik-balik sa data. Okay? Okay, now let's proceed to our next slide. So we have here the types of mean. Okay. we have here the population mean and sample mean. Now, for population mean, it is defined as an average of groups characteristics. So, yung formula is mu is equal to summation x divided by the n, the capital letter of n. For sample mean, it is an average of a set of data. So, x bar is equal to summation x over n, where the capital N is the total number of observations in the population, where the small n is the total number of observations in the sample. Okay, now let's proceed to our topic number 2, which is the measures of variability. So it is defined as describe how far apart data points lie from each other and from the center of a distribution, or it is sometimes called measures of dispersion, ang measures of variability. So it is to provide descriptive information about the dispersion of scores within data. Now, let's proceed to next slide. So we have here the three measures of variability. The first one is the range, the second one is the variance, and the third one is our standard deviation. Now, for range, it is defined as the difference between the lowest and highest values. So, ang pagkuha sa range class, highest value minus the lowest value. So for variance, it is a measure of dispersion that takes into account the spread of all data points in a data set. Now for standard deviation, it is a measure of how dispersed the data is in relation to the mean. Now let's have an example class. Okay, let's have an example. So for example number 1, for ungrouped data, 6 friends in a biology class of 20 students received test grades of 92, 84, 80, 84, 88, and 90. Now, find the mean, median, mode, range, variance, and standard deviation of these test scores. Now, first, we have to arrange the data in order. So like what I have said earlier, nga, much better if we arrange the data in order from lowest value to highest value. Now we have here the 80, 84, 84, 88, 90, and okay, 92. Now let's solve for mean, class. Okay, let's solve for mean. Wait for a while, mag paint sa sir. Okay, here the pen. So our we call that one, class. What was the formula of mean again? Very good. It's, wait, class. I think it's log. Here. Kita na ko. Here. Now, the formula of our mean is the x bar, right? Wait, wait. The x bar is equal to summation x, right? Oh, wait, let's erase this one. Mershag square. Okay, very good. Okay. Summation x divided by, pila ito, class? Or over the n. Now, is equal to 80 plus 4 plus 84 plus 88. Oh, nausap siya na siya class. Okay, balik ko ni sir ha. So, x bar is equal to summation x over n. So, x bar is equal to 80 plus 84 plus 84 plus 88 plus 90 plus 92 over pila man class? Pila to i-divide? Very good. 6. Kay tungod nga natay 6 kabuok nga data. So, if we were going to add the 80, 84, 84, 88, 90, 92, pila man class? Okay, very good. It's 518 divided by 6. So 500 divided by 18 class, pila man? Okay. Compute your use your calculator to compute. Okay. So it's 86.33. So our mean is 86.83. Okay. Okay. Now let's proceed to our median. Now, for our median class, no, we have here our data. So, arrange na to siya. So, 80, 84, 84, 88, 90. So, kay tungod nga even man ato ang data class, so what we're going to do is, let's find the midpoint. So, here. So, we have 1, the 2, and 3. So, our midpoint is 84 and 88. So, what we are going to do is to add class, no? Here. What we're going to do is to add, so it's MD is equal to 84 plus 88 divided by 2. So pila man class? MD is equal to pila man? Okay, 172 divided by 2. Okay, so our MD is, for our median, okay, is 86. Now, let's proceed to our mode class. So, unsa gani ito atong mode class? Nga based ato ang definition, nga muna ang mga data nga nagbalik-balik. So, our mode, here. Okay. So, our mode, uy, nabalik siya. Wait class ha. Nag-diesel si sir sa ihang pen tab. Okay, let's. So here MD is equal to 84 plus 88 divided by 2. So 172. Wait, wait, class. Okay. 172 over 2. So, pila man class? It's 86. So, our MD is, or our median is 86. Now, for mode, kung sa man nga data nga nagbalik-balik class, MO. Mao ang 84. Very good. Now, for range, okay, for range class, highest value minus the lowest value, right? So, range is equal to 92 is our highest value minus the lowest value, which is our 80, right? So 92 minus 80 is equal to 12. So meaning class, our range is 12. Very good. Now let's proceed to another kuan, presentation. Now let's plot class, no? Let's solve for the unsa man kaning x, okay? X minus mean. So pila gani itong mean class? It's 86, right? Diba? Wait. Di siya masuot class. Okay. So our mean is 86.33. Okay. Now, so kung saan man nato pagkuha na sir. So get your calculator class, no? So atong i-minus ang kaning 80, okay? 80 minus 86.33. Pila man class? Very good. It's negative 6.33. Then for 84 minus 86.33, pila man class? Very good. It's negative 2.33. Now, 84 minus 86.33, so same gapon siya. Wait, sayo pa rin siya. Hapit malet makuan, number 6. Then 88 minus 86.33, it's 1 over 1.67. Then 90 minus 86.33, pinaman class. Okay, 3.67. Then 5.67. Now, for this column class, no, the quantity x minus mean squared. So, atong ipang squared ang ato ang result sa x minus mean, or answer na to sa x minus mean, okay? Now, negative 6.33, pila man class kung ato siya is squared? Very good. It's 40.0689. Then 5.4289. Then 5.42 89, then 2.788, 89, then 13.46, 89, then it's 32.1489. Now, what's next man, sir? So atong i-add tanan class no, gikan ni 40.0689 hantod ni 32.1489 aron natay answer sa summation quantity x minus mean squared, okay? Okay. So pila man ang ihang kwan class, ihang value sa summation quantity x minus x squared. Pila man iyang answer. Okay, very good. Kung ato siyang i-add tanan, may equal siya og 99.3334. Okay. Now, let's solve for variance, okay? So our variance formula, s squared is equal to summation quantity x minus x, I mean, minus mean squared divided by n minus 1. So, it's ato na siyang i-substitute class, no? So, 99.3334 divided by Pileman class. Okay, very good. It's 6 minus 1. So, 99.3334 divided by 5. Pileman class. Pileman. Very good. It's 19.87. So meaning class, okay. So that was, and that is our variance. Now, to solve the standard deviation class, square root siya sa answer sa variance, okay? Now, ato ang variance man class no kay s squared is equal to 19.87, right? Now, to get to cancel this squared, that put some atong butngan siya og square root, right? So, makancel na si square root og makancel pod si squared. Okay? So ang mahibilin okay, si s, ya, pila man ang square root ni kuan ni 19.87. Very good. It's 4.46. So our variance or our, our standard deviation is 4.46. Now let's proceed to example number 2. Now, 7 mothers were selected and given a blood pressure check. Their blood pressures were recorded below. So natin. So ang data kay 135, 121, 119, 116, 130, 121, and 131. So let's arrange the data in order from from lowest value to highest value. Now, so let's solve for mean. So our formula for mean is x bar is equal to summation, right? Summation of, wait for a moment class. Okay, medyo na siya. Okay, summation x divided by the small letter n. So, atong ipamput atong data. So, 116 plus 119 plus 121 plus 121 plus 130 plus 131 plus 135. Then over, wait, okay, over, pinaman, 7. Kay tungod nga 7 kabuok ato ang data. Now, ato i-add class, no? Ato i-add kung pila siya kabuok or pila ang sum sa ato ang data. So, is equal to 873 divided by 7. Now, so 873 divided by 7 is equal to pila man class? Pila man? Very good. It's 124.71. So meaning our mean is 124.71. Now let's proceed to the next slide. Now for median, let's solve for median. All right, okay, here. Okay, let's solve for median class. So based ato ang data nga gi-arrange. Unsa man ato ang median o ato ang midpoint sa ato ang data. It's 121. Very good. Kay tungod na si 121 kani amoy gitungaan sa tanang data. Okay? Kasabot ra? Kasabot. Okay, very good. Now, for mode, unsa man nga data nga nagbalik-balik. Very good. It's 121. Kay tungod nga duha ka buok, okay? No? Duha ka buok nga 121. Now, let's proceed to our range. Now, our range is highest value minus the lowest value. So, what is our highest value class? Very good. It's 135 minus 116. Pila man class? Very good. It's 19. So our range is 19. Now let's proceed to next slide. So for this part, let's solve again. Okay, let's solve for x minus the mean. Okay, so our mean, ito suot ni class. Pila kita tong mean class? It's 124, diba? 0.71. Now, 116 minus 124.71. Pila man class? I-calculate daw. Use calculator to compute. Pila man? Very good. It's negative 8.71. Okay, next is okay, next 119 minus 124.71. Pila man class? It's negative pila man? Very good. Negative 5.71. The next 121 minus 124.17 pila man? Okay, all right. It's negative 3.71. So 130 minus 124.71 pila man class? Okay, it's And 131 minus 120, 131 minus 124.71. Pila man class? Okay, 6.29. Then for this part is 10.29. Okay, now let's proceed to our next column. So the quantity of x minus the mean squared. So atong ipang squared kani siya class, no? Atong ipang squared. So negative 8 times ay negative 8.71 times negative 8.71. Pila man class? Okay, it's 75.8641. Then 32.6041. 13.7641. Then 13.7641 and 27.98. 41 and 39.56. 41, then 105.88. 41. So, pila man class? Kung ato i-add tanan, gikan ni, oh, okay, gikan ni 75.86, 8641 hangtod ni 105.8841. Pila man? Very good. Very good. It's 300, 309.4287. Now, let's go for variance. So our variance is s squared is equal to summation quantity x minus mean squared divided by n minus 1. So ato siyang equal class substitute. Okay. So 309 point, okay, here, let's put here. 87 divided by 7 minus 1. Kay tungod nga 7 man kabuok ato ang data. So 309, wait, 4287 divided by 6. So pila man class, pila man iyang answer. Pila man iyang answer? Very good. It's 51.57. So our variance is 51.57. Okay, for standard deviation, ato square root, no? See? 51.57. Ito siyang square root. Okay. So pila man class kung atong square root? Very good. It's 7.18. So meaning our standard deviation is 7.18. So nakaget sa ba class? Okay, now let's proceed to next slide. Now we have here the group data. So we have mean, median, and mode. So for mean, we have the formula x bar is equal to summation fx over the capital of capital letter of N. So for median, um, MD is equal to lower boundary of median class plus the quantity of summation F divided by 2 minus the cumulative frequency over um, frequency of median class times the class width. Now for mode is MO is equal to lower boundary of modal class plus the quantity of D1 divided by D1 plus D2 times the class width. Now for range, so for Milani range, highest class boundaries minus lowest class boundaries. Then for variance, S squared is equal to summation F quantity X minus the mean squared divided by N minus 1. So for standard deviation, atong formula kay S is equal to square root of variance. Okay? Okay. Now, where Fx is the product of frequency and class mark. For capital N is the total frequencies, same with summation F, then our LB sub MC is equal to is lower boundaries of median class, then our F sub MC is our frequency of median class, CW is our class width, CF is our cumulative frequency before preceding the median class, then the LB sub MO is equal to lower boundaries of modal class. For D1 is the difference of the modal class and the class preceding it. And for D2 or D sub 1, then D sub 2 is equal to difference of the modal and the class succeeding it. Now, we have here the example number 5 for grouped data. The following set of raw data shows the age of selected students. So, muna itong data class. So, we have here the age and the frequency. For age, we have 10 to 13, 14 to 17, 18 to 21, 21 to 25, 26 to 29. So, for frequencies, 4, 15, 5, 4, and 2. Now, let's solve the table class, okay? Okay, wait, here. Now, how to get the lower boundaries? So, itong pagkuha sa lower boundaries class, no, is the left side of our data minus 0.5. So, kani 10 hantod ni 26. Left side of our data, okay? Okay. Okay. 10 minus 0.05, pila man class? Very good. Okay, it's 9.05. Then 14 minus 0.5, it's 13.05. Then 18 minus 0.5, it's 17.05. Then 22 minus 0.5, it's 21.5 or 0.5. Then our the next is 26 minus 0.05 is pila man class? 26.05 or zero point 0.5. Now, our class mark. So, at ang pagkuha sa class mark class, no, add the two data, then divided by 2. So, 10 plus 13 divided by 2, pila man class? Very good. It's 11.5. Now, 14 plus 17 class, then divided by 2. Okay, it's 15.5. Then 18 plus 21 divided by 2. Okay, it's 19.5. Then 22 plus 25, it's divided by 2. Okay, 23.5. 0.5. Now 26 plus 29, then divided by 2, it's 27.5. Now for frequencies class, for fx. So ang pag-solve ni fx class, okay, frequency, which is our 4, times the 11.5. Okay? Very good. Now, 4 times 11.5, it's 46. Okay, here. Then, 15 times 15 times 15.5, pila man class? It's 232.5. Then, 18 times, sorry, 5 times 19.5, pila man class? Okay, 27.5. Then 4 times 23.5, pila man class? Okay, very good. It's 94. Then 55. So atong i-add tanan class, no, our summation fx is equal to pila man? Very good. It's 500 525 kung ato ni siyang i-add tanan. Okay? Now, for cumulative frequency, kung saan pagkuhaan na, sir, simple lang class. Magduta o cross addition. So, kay siya man pinakababaw class, no? Pinakababaw nga frequency nga data. So, ato i-copy. Let's copy the 4. Okay. Then, 4 plus 15, pila man class? Kung 4 plus 15, pila man class? It's 19. Then 19 plus 5, pila man class? Okay, thank you. 24. Then 24 plus 4, 28. Then 28 plus 2, it's 30. Okay. Now let's proceed to our next slide. So find the mean, median. Wait. Okay. Si mean o si median atong pangitaon class. So now, okay, x bar is equal to, pila gito ato ang summation of x class. Okay, it's 525 over pila man sila nga data class. O pila man ta na ang frequency. Very good. It's 30. So 525 divided by 30 is equal to pila man class. So x bar or mean is equal to 17.5. So muna to ang mean. So kani sa di ta mag aron di ta maglibog class no atong bungkag-bungkagon sila hantod ay ini kahuman na tug bungkag-bungkag diha na nato sila ipang substitute, okay? Okay. Now, summation F, pila man ato ang summation F class, pilang overall sa frequency. Very good, it's 30. Now, 30 divided by 2, pila man class? It's 15. Then, lower boundary of median class, no? Lower boundary of median class, pila man class? So let's check class, no? Balik ta sa unsa man kanang ato ang slide kaganiha. Uy. Okay, ato sa naon class. Okay. Oh, wait. Now, okay, 15 man ato ang kuan, ato ang sa tawag ana class. Ang na result sa katong summation F divided by 2 no, 15 man. So pangitaon nato base sa cumulative frequency. So pangitaon na dinhi nga part class asa man dapit nga maigo si 15 or masud si 15. Masud ba si 15 ni 4? Dili kay tungod sobra ra. So kaning 19 masud ba si 19 ni 15? Yes, masud si 19 sa 15. Ay masud si 15 sa 19. Okay. Now, so meaning class, no? Meaning class, our lower boundary of median class is 19. Kay tungod nga si 15 masud ni 19. Okay? Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, ato sa i-erase class, no? So dito nato siya wait. Okay. Dito nato siya i-sud class, no? Wait, sayop si sir. Okay, balik ta sa una nato, no? Balik ta sa una. Oh, wait. Here. Now, okay, si 19 si 15 masud man ni 19. So ato ang pangitaon, so magbase ta class, no? Sa ato ang lower boundary which is kani, no? Ato ang 13.5 or 13.05, okay? So muni ato ang lower boundaries of median class. Okay. Okay, nasayop na po siya class, no? So mano-manohon. Napisitan ako, sorry. To balikon class. $17.5. For this part is 30 by 2 is equal to 15. Then atong lower boundary kay 13.5 or 13.05. Okay? Parehas na sila class, di mag-o. So, ato ang frequency of median class mo to ang 19. Okay? Kaya nag-base ta sa cumulative frequency. Now, ato ang cumulative frequency class, pila man? Pila man ato ang cumulative frequency? Okay, let's go back to our slide. Ato balikon. Sa atong CF class, no, nakita man ta nga ni 19, dili bud pasabot 19 ato ang CF class. So, ang katong CF nga nasa median class before, no, before pa sa 19. So, ato ang 4, okay? Ato ang 4 ang ato ang CF. Kay tungod nga siya man ang before ni 19, okay? Okay. Is 4. Kaning class with class, unsang pagkuhaan na. So, let's say, sa ato ang ages, no, natay 10 to 13. So, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So, kapilon na to og ihap si 10 ka. So, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So, meaning to say, 4 ang ato ang class width. Okay? Okay. Now, kung naman ta og pang label class, no, ato na i-substitute tanan. Okay? Now, MD is equal to 13.5 plus ana plus the 15, okay, minus the CF is our 4, then divided by pila man class? 19. Okay. The class width is 4. So, MD, atong unahon ang parenthesis class, di ba? Mo man ang first rule sa kuan sa PEMDAS, no? Ang parenthesis. Pila man ang kuan sa parenthesis class? So 11.11 divided by 19 times 4. So 13.5 plus 2 point, uy, nga naman siya. Wait. 2.32. Uy, ano na? Tulog siya, class. Okay, 2.32 is equal to atong i-add class. Pila man? So our MD or median is 15.82. Okay, now let's proceed to next slide. For mode, wait, here. Okay. For mode class, unsa ang pagkuha na tong mode? So mo ni siya class no, ang lower boundary of modal class mo to ang ato ang unsa man class, ang 13.5. Keep. Wait, class. Wait. Okay, 13.5. Nganong na 13.5 man siya? I-explain na ni sir later class. Kay tungod nga si 13.5 man ang balik ta class ha. Nganong low. Okay. So nganong na 13.5 man ang ato ang lower modal class kay tungod kay si ang moment pinakadaghan nga frequency class ang 15, okay? Ang 15 man may pinakadaghan sa frequency, mo ni ang kaning 14 to 17 nga ages. So ihang frequency kay 15. So siya ang pinakadaghan nga frequency. So muna ato ang lower boundary of modal class, okay? Okay, now. So muna ato ang LBMO. Na for class width class, pila ganito? Ato ang class width. Okay, it's 4. Wait. It's 4. Then for D1, okay, let's go back again. For D1, pangitaan na to si D1. Okay, here. Now, for D1 class, based ato ang kanang table, no? Okay, based ato ang table class here. Wait class ha. Okay, class. So, ang pagkuha ni D1 class, okay? Okay, let's go back to atong table. So, muna atong table class, no? Muna ato ang modal class, okay? This will be our modal class. So, ang pagkuha ni modal class for D1, so, ang D1 kay mo man ato ang before pa sa to ang lower boundary of modal class. So, unsa man to ang number nga before pa sa modal class na to sa lower boundary mo ang kaning 15, no? Dinita magbase 15. So 15 minus 4 is 11. So muna to ang D1, 11. Now 15 minus 5 is 10. So that will be our D2, okay? Okay. Now let's go back to our slide. Okay, here. Okay, a class mark man. Okay, let's go back to our slide. For D1 is our, okay, 11. Then D2 is 10, okay? Now, let's substitute class. Ato na i-substitute. So, MO is equal to, LBMO is our third, oh wait. Uy, bebo ba? Putol-putol siya class. No. Okay. 13, wait, ato i-erase class, no? Kay medyo, kuan kay siya. Hugaw. Okay. Very good. No. 13.5. Ay, nga sige man siya og kuan. And 0.5, then plus the D1, pilatong D1 class, 11, then 11 plus 12. Wait, pili siya magkuhan, sorry. Kajut sa. Oh, kajut. Okay, let's proceed. So 11 plus 12, then the CW, which is 4. Wait, asa man to class, no? Which is 4. Okay, ato na siyang ipang-add class. Wait. Asa man to ang kanang here. So nakita na to ang kuan. So MO is equal to 13.5 plus 11. 11 plus 12 class, pila man? Okay, very good. Over 23 times 4. So MO was to 13.5 plus 11 divided by pila gay class? 11. Okay. 21, no? 23, man good. Oh, sorry. Di siya 12 class. Bantog ra nagdibong si sir. Di siya 12. Dinhi dapita. It's 10 di ay. Okay. Sorry. Ten. Yeah. 21. Okay. Then is equal to 2.10. So MO is equal to 13.5 plus 2.10 is equal to pila man class? Very good. 15.60. Okay, now let's proceed to our range. So, usa ang pagkuha sa class boundaries, sir. So, ang pagkuha sa class boundaries class, no? Ang left side kani sa tong data, left side minusan siya og 0.05. Ang pikas kani the right side of our data plus i-plus siya og 0.5 or 0.05. Okay? Now, 10 minus 0.5 is 9.005 to 13.5. Okay? Then here 13.05 to 17.5. Then 17.5 to 21.5. Then 21.05 and 25.5. Okay. Then 26. No, sorry. Di siya 26. It's 25. 5.5 or 0.5 minus 29.5. Okay. Now for range, highest highest class boundaries minus lowest class boundaries. So pila man ato ang highest class boundaries na to class. Very good. It's 29.5 minus the 9.05. Pila man class. So our range is 20. Okay. Now let's proceed to the next slide. Okay, nanata class, no? Medyo kuan kay ang ato ang table. So dahil lang class ato kanon to i-discuss.
Ay sa kadyot kay nag-record ko.
Okay, let's proceed class, no? Mana to ang class boundaries. Okay, mana ta sa range. So dili na ta sa table. Okay, sa pagkuha ni class mark class, so sound ganito. So i-add ang two data. So sa 10 og si 13, i-add, i-divide og 2. Now, 10 plus 13 divided by 2, pila man class? Very good. It's 11 point, oy, keep. should wait class 0.5. Then here is 15.5, then 18.5, 3.5, 27.5. For our fx, ang pagkuha ni fx, frequency times the class mark. So 4 times 11.5. Pila man class? 4 times 11.5. Pila man? Very good. It's 46. Now here, 46. Next is 232.5. Then 87.5. Then 94. Then 55. Ato siya i-add tanan class. It's 50. Okay. 5. Ato siya i-add tanan class. Pila man? Very good. It's 5. 2, 5. Then, for quantity x minus mean squared, ato ang kwaon kay ang class mark, ang pagkuha kay class mark minus mean then squared. So, class mark, kani siya, 11.5 minus the mean. Pila man ato ang mean gani class? Okay, very good. Our mean is 17.5, di ba? Okay, try daw. Okay, let's try class no. Ato i-compute kung sakto ba gyud. Wait, where's my calculator? Okay, here. So 11.5 minus 17.5. It's 6. Okay? 6. Negative 6 siya class. So, ato siyang i-squared. Pila man ang squared sa negative 6? Very good. It's 36. Then, here is 4. 4. Ayan, 36. Then 100. Okay. Now, to get the f quantity x minus mean squared is frequency times the answer kanino. Frequency times the answer of quantity x minus the mean squared. Okay? Okay, now 4 times 36 class, pila man? 4 times 36, pila? Okay, very good. It's 144. So 144. Then here, 4 times 15, it's 60. Then 20, no, 4 times 5, then 144, and 200. Okay. Then our summation quantity x minus mean squared is pila man class? Very good. It's 568. Now let's proceed to our next slide. So we have here our mean, then our variance. Right. Okay. Here. Let's substitute na class, no? So pila man ato ang kuan class, ato ang summation f quantity x minus mean squared. Very good. It's 568. 568 divided by pila man siya tanan class? Pila ganito class? Pila ato ang n? Okay, 30. 30. Kay tungod nga ato ang overall frequency kay 30. So, s squared. Okay. S squared. Uy. Wait, balik ta class ha. Opposite ni sir sa iyang pen tab. S squared is equal to Okay. 568 divided by 30 minus 1. So s squared is equal to 568 by 29. So s squared is equal to, naman class, 19.59. Okay, okay. Now, to get the answer of our standard deviation, ato i-square root ang variance. Okay? So, s squared is equal to square root of 19.59. So, nganong gi-square root nako class? Aron magtangtang, no? Aron matangtang ang squared, awang power of 2, okay? So, makancel na si power of 2 o si square root. So, pila man ang square root sa kuan class? 19.59. Very good. It's 4.42. So, our standard deviation is 4.42 now. And that will be all. And I think mo to siya class. Okay, thank you. O unta nga inyo ning tunon, inyo ning lantawon ang kaninga video class aron napud mo'y makaton. Okay? Thank you once again and goodbye.